Hello, welcome to my video. Today I want to talk about the new console wars that are taking place, and that's the mini console wars. As we just found out that Sony are planning to release a mini PlayStation, which will be interesting because with Sony sold 100 million of the original PlayStations, this is obviously a massive thing for people who love the original PlayStation. So this should be a massive success for Sony, and hopefully it'll be the same sort of quality as Nintendo have produced with their mini NES and mini Super NES. So hopefully that will be a good product, and I can't see Sony letting its fans down. Their consoles have always been good quality, and Sony as a company has always been a high quality standard. So this should be a really good um, good little system, I think. I think will do very well for Sony in terms of making money and making quite a lot of sales over the Christmas period. My only concern is they haven't really told you what every single game that's on there is going to be. I mean, we know Final Fantasy and Tekken will be on the system, but they haven't actually said every single game. And more news, obviously, about the mini console wars is Nintendo's just purchased the rights back to the N64. So now they have the copyright back for the N64. So people are now suggesting that they will bring out a mini Nintendo 64. Well, if they're going to do that, they're going to have to do it soon because we're at the end of September now. And if they're going to announce it, they're going to have to announce it in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So it will be ready for pre-order and ready for the holidays or Christmas period. So yeah, that's exciting as well. Sega have also eventually dropped at games. About time. At games are a piece of crap, and everybody that's ever brought a Sega flashback console or any Sega flashback console in the past without games on it will know how crap they were and are. So it's about time Sega's got rid of that, and they've gone with a new developer now to do their emulation on the new Sega Mega Drive Mini. But I think now Sega sort of has to produce something of high quality because if they don't, they're going to lose a lot of their fan base now because their fan base is getting fed up with this game crap. So this mini Mega Drive that they're planning to release has to be as good as the Super Nintendo Mini and the Nintendo NES Mini, because if it's not, then they're going to get a lot of backlash from their hardcore fans that supported them through the years when they've given us a lot of crap over the years, like a lot of crap Sonic games, and all these crap flashback consoles. So it's about time now. Hopefully, with the release of Streets of Rage 4, which is coming out, we're going to get a really good, new Streets of Rage game. Hopefully, it'll play really good and it will do justice to Streets of Rage series, especially Streets of Rage 2. It's got to be as good as Streets of Rage 2 if it's going to be a success. They let the ball drop on Streets of Rage 3 as it was. So Streets of Rage 4 has to be as good or better than Streets of Rage 2. So yeah, back to the mini console wars. Commodore 64 have also done one as well. So Commodore's released a mini 64. I think Neo Geo has done a mini Neo Geo as well. So yeah, it's heating up, and it's really interesting now that there is now a new console war between what we grew up with in our 30s and 40s as Sega, Mega Drive, Sony, and who knows, even Xbox or Microsoft might get involved and release an original Microsoft Mini or Microsoft Xbox Mini as well. So yeah, it's interesting. And Sega, I think, would do good. I know the Saturn wasn't a commercial success, but would do really well to release a mini Saturn and Dreamcast later down the line as well. And also to the Master System as well, actually giving the Master System its own mini, because the Master System is a great console, and to bundle the games onto these flashback consoles that they have been doing with Mega Drive doesn't do the Master System justice, and I think the Master System should have its own mini because it's such a great system. It deserves its own mini as well. So yeah, there's still possible 3 more consoles Sega could do. Microsoft could get involved. Sony could also do obviously another 2 consoles as well. So yeah, it's looking really promising for the mini console wars, and there's a lot of choice out there now. And yeah, hopefully Sega up their quality and they'll be in the fight as well instead of giving us the cut they have been giving us. So yeah, it looks good, and the mini console wars are definitely on and kicking off now. Thank you for watching. See you next time for some more videos.